What's going on, people? Welcome to the LV Live Show. I'm LV Live. Please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Once again, I want to thank all the new subscribers for coming by to my channel, man. It is truly, truly appreciated. Let's get right into it, man. Great win last night by the Knicks by beating the Clippers 111-97, led by Julius Randle at 27. And, of course, RJ Barrett, who had 26. Speaking of RJ Barrett, that's what this session is about right here, right? But of course, once again, if you ever get your first time coming by, please hit that like, share, subscribe button for your boy, right? So, is a star born in the NBA? Is there a new star on the rise in New York City? And of course, his name being RJ Barrett. Is that happening? Are we seeing him break out of his shell? Are we seeing that? Right now, of course, everyone's going to say, okay, it's just 5 games. LV, let's not jump the gun here, right? Listen, the guy, he's been up and down, his whole career. Big shouts to him also, too, scoring his 5,000 point in the NBA last night. But I've always said he's young, man. He's a young player. He's only 23 years old. This is his 5th year in the league. So if you do the math, what is that? Came into the league at 18, right? That's the math. Last I remember. 9, 10, 11, 12. 13. There we go. 23, man. We all got to count it sometimes, even LV. But I mean, we got to pay attention to that, right? He's still a young player in this league. Put up great numbers throughout his career. Right? Started off his rookie year, right? He had 14 points a game he was averaging as a rookie. Then the year after that, he's averaging 17. 17.6 to be exact. Almost 18 points. Then after that, he was averaging 20 points. Then last season, 19.6. In this season so far in the first 5 games, his highest point production in his career at 22 points a game. Shooting a career high in field goal percentage, 47.5 points. 47.5%. 44% from 3, the highest in his career. Listen, I believe in signs, right? I believe in certain things that happen for a reason. I believe in that. And I think with him just going through the regular ups and downs of what it takes to be an NBA player, it's no joke, guys. Trust me, it's the toughest job in the world. Toughest sport. Internationally, you're dealing with great players. I mean, of course, baseball's tough. Everyone's going to talk about that. It's hard to hit that fastball. But basketball's tough, man. It is. There's only a small amount of guys that get into that gate. That get into that gate of making it to the NBA. So you got to be the elite of the elites to be playing in this league. And at 18 years old, he's been averaging double digits since that age. Now with him turning 23, he's averaged 5. He scored 5,000 points in this league, and now it seems like he's starting to get it, right? He's starting to get his rhythm in this league. Starting to get a good understanding of what it takes to be an NBA player. I mean, the percentages show you guys. Last year, he slowly started to get it. He had his moments. But last year, he shot 43% from the field. His best year was 2021, where he shot 44% from the field and 40% from 3. That was his best year. But playing in the playoffs, in 16 playoff games, he's averaging almost 18 points a game. And then in that FIBA tournament, where he played well also, it looks like he's starting to get it. It looks like he's starting to mature and starting to become a better player. Perfect example. He starts off this year red hot, right, against the Celtics, right? 24 points, 2 for 5 from 3, 47%. Beautiful game. Then he go on to the next game against the Hawks, right? 26 points. Then after that, the Pelicans, he had 18 points. Then against the Cavs, 16 points. And of course, he had those 2 games off because of his sore knee. And then last night, he comes back, pours in 26 points, 9 for 16 from the field. 2 for 4 from 3. But most importantly, guys, he's like killing it at the free throw line. Hey, listen, man, we got to really start to pay attention to, is he on the rise now? Is he on the uptick? Is the game starting to slow down for RJ Barrett? Knicks are looking all over the place for a star, right? Is this our next star to pair with, of course, Jalen Brunson? Is he the star? I think Randall's a good player. I think he is, but I don't know if Randall's that guy. I've always said that. I think he's a really good player. Trust me, I said it last night on my live. I think Randall's the reason why we're going to go far. It is because he's a mismatch nightmare. I said that. But I really, really think that RJ, with him coming to his own, being, the thing in this league now is those 3D wings. That's the key in this league. I think RJ is becoming that 6'6", 6'7", 6'8", can handle the pill. He's a tough check for anybody. He really, really is. And now he's starting to take high percentage shots. He's taking smart shots. He's attacking the basket. He's getting better with his free throw shooting. He's becoming a total offensive threat. And last night, nobody could check him. Paul George was struggling with him. He's too big for, of course, Brody, Westbrook. Kawhi Leonard was tied up, busy with Randall. And, of course, we know James Harden plays no sense of defense, right? We know that. But we got to pay attention to what this kid is doing. We got to. Let's not dismiss it. Let's not act like it's not a big deal. I think it is a big deal. I think it is. I think we got to start really locking into what this kid could be. I think he is the future for the Knicks. Him and Brunson. And, of course, with Randall. But I think this kid can be everything. I really, really do. I think he is the total package. And I think a lot of times the Knicks have been looking around for certain players that can provide certain things that I think he can do on a night in and night out basis. He's a big guard, man, a big wing. But most importantly, he's maturing with this team. He's becoming everything that we've always wanted. We're looking at different places to try to find the guy. Now, yes, is he a superstar yet? No. But can he be? I think so. I think so. I think he's growing into that. And that's the beauty of what I'm seeing from his game. You got to think. Look at how the Knicks were struggling these two games without him. When he wasn't there, it just seemed like the team didn't have it. Everybody's saying, "Oh, Jalen Brunson had 7 points last night. He's got to pick it up." Hey, listen, man. He had 40-something points the other night. Okay, let's give him a break. But with the addition of RJ, it just balances things. But with not just the addition of RJ, let me say this, the mature play of RJ. And the things that he does. And how he's operating as a player. It's great to see. It really, really is. I mean, I'm really excited about what he's going to become. Because I don't think it's a fluke. I don't think it's made up. I don't think this is a one-time thing. I think this is a thing. I think he's going to continue to rise this year as a player. I think he's going to continue to play at a top level. I think the game has slowed down for him. I really, really do. And if he can do that on a night in and night out basis, even when Randall has his nights, because Randall's going to have his nights, I think this kid is maturing. I think he's maturing into the NBA game, understanding who he is as a player, understand his strengths, understand his weaknesses. That's the biggest thing about a really good player. They understand their strengths and their weaknesses. And like I said, their game travels. Their game is the same in FIBA World Cup as it is in the playoffs, as it is in the regular season. These guys are the same type of player. And they're consistent. And what I'm seeing from this kid, these first 5 games, is consistency. Let's take a look at see what we got coming up, right? The schedule here, right? We got the Spurs Wednesday, as you see the ticker there. Then, of course, we got the Hornets. Then on a back-to-back, we have the Celtics. Then we get a couple of days off. Then we have the Hawks. Then we have the Wizards. Then we visit Charlotte Hornets again, right? So looking at the schedule, guys, these are all winnable games. All of them. The next 6 games, I think the Knicks can go 6-0 or 5-1. Maybe even 4-2. If last night wasn't a fluke and they were able to get it together, I think we're good to go. But I think it's all about this kid right here. Randall's the key. Listen, I said as Randall goes, the Knicks goes. I'm not denying that. I'm not backing away from that. But I do think that we are seeing a rise of an up-and-coming new NBA star right here with this kid. And I think people better start paying attention. All right, but listen, I'm LV Live, and that's my show. Please hit that like, share, subscribe button. Hit that like button. Hit that like button, people. All right, if it's your first time coming by, please leave comments. And also, too, please subscribe. I'm LV Live, and that's my show, and I'm out, people. Peace.